Welcome to the best debate in the universe. Every debate in the universe, from music festivals to straws that are bendable. With over 2 million downloads, I'm your host, Maddox. With me is Mikey Bolts, the audio engineer.
Hey, Maddox.
And as always, my first hand-on-staff moderator, Rucka Ali.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to the show. Guys, we got a dynamite show today. Huge guest, huge topic. We're going to be debating whether or not drama is ruining YouTube. And then at the end of the show, we'll round it out with some quick news headlines as always. But first, I want to introduce our guest this week. Parody song artist and impressionist, Chad Wild Clay. Chad, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much. I would not say impressionist at all, though.
You know what? It says that in your YouTube bio. It says you do impressions.
I need to fix that, I guess. Especially when I'm sitting here with Mikey Bolts. I can't do impressions to save me.
Well, I think probably because people say that you do impressions of the people you sing. Is that probably why?
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
sure,
yeah. Katy Perry? Mm?
Yeah, I do a great Katy Perry.
You do a pretty good Katy
This
Perry.
is how we poop. That's what I did on her.
Which Brock Baker was in that.
Yes, he was. Yeah. It was so long ago. I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of
Brock
people
Baker
in there.
and Jason Horton.
Yep.
He's a friend of mine, and he's in everything.
Yeah, Jason's in everything.
Jason's in everything. He knows everyone.
He does know everybody.
Yeah,
for sure. And everyone knows him.
He's a good dude.
He's cool.
Chad, so you're a juggernaut on YouTube. Your YouTube channel has over 236 million views and 1.4 million subscribers. Holy shit, man!
Thank you.
Your pen, pineapple, apple pen team up with what's the guy name? It's Chi Yi Teo, right?
I don't know what his name is.
Chi, you were in the video with him.
Well, actually,
was that green screen?
That was green screening.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good green screener, aren't I?
Oh my god, I thought that was good. That was really good.
Thanks, man.
So you guys didn't appear and collaborate together?
No collab at all. I just threw him in there.
I can strike out my next like 5 questions. What was it like working with him? No, but so Chad, you did such a good job. Did you edit that yourself?
I did. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So here's what threw me off. Okay, because usually with shitty green screen, you have the person in the front and in the foreground and the background. Mm-hmm. You went so far as to blur your shot when you had him in focus and vice versa.
Yep.
And that's why I thought, oh, there's some camera stuff going on.
Nice.
Wow.
It's all editing.
Holy shit. And that video did gangbusters too. What, 61 million views?
Yes. It was crazy.
Amazing.
It was crazy, yeah.
So what was the phenomenon? Like, why do you think that one caught on in particular?
Well, the original obviously caught on, and then I think I was probably the first one to like jump on it and do a parody of it.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was all the timing.
Okay,
is what it was.
And that seems to be one of the biggest, if not your biggest, video on your channel, right?
Yes, definitely my biggest on my channel. Yeah.
What would you say your first breakaway hit was? What really put you on the map?
I'd say it was actually the first video I ever did. That's what got me into YouTube. I actually made a proposal video for my wife. I made her a music video, and I had it play at a movie theater where we had our first date. And so I had it come up on screen, and it looked like it was an iPhone ad at first, and then it would turn into this music video for my wife. So we ended up putting that on YouTube like a month after I proposed to her, and then it just blew up, got 1 million views. It was on like CNN and Yahoo and all this stuff, and so I was like, "Oh, this YouTube thing's kind of cool here," you know. So that's what got me sucked into YouTube.
Was the movie theater thing back in Minnesota? Is that?
Oh yeah, Minnesota. Yeah.
So like you can't get a theater out in LA to give you the time of day, right? You got to know the guy.
Right. It was pretty tough in Minnesota too. I called like 6 or 7 theaters. I first tried the original theater where we had our first date, and they just were like, no. But then I finally circled around and got a hold of some big wig guy, and he hooked it up.
Armenian.
So. We don't have those in Minnesota. No.
Well, Minnesota's not perfect.
Not a good thing per se.
No, it's not.
But did you stay for the movie after she said yes?
We actually did. Yeah.
Was it awkward? Or like were people?
It was kind of awkward, but we were just like, let's just hang out and do it and watch the movie.
I mean,
it was a romantic comedy, so it worked out. It wasn't
what
like
movie was
it? I don't even remember. It was a Drew Barrymore movie.
50 First Dates.
It was with that Mac guy. He was also in Die Hard 3 or 4.
I've only seen Die Hard 4 and 1.
In that order.
In that order. I saw 4 first.
That's the way to do it.
Enjoyed it, and then I saw Die Hard 1, and it was much better.
Yes.
Everyone hated 4. I thought it was okay. Yeah, that's how you should watch movies, Chad. There's a little life hack.
Right.
Yeah, and speaking of life hack, so Chad, you did this video on your YouTube channel that was it was 69 hacks on how to grow a successful YouTube channel.
Yep.
And it was satirical. But I brought in a few of these because I want to play these. These are kind of interesting. Listen to this.
Secret number 2, just copy other YouTubers.
Yep.
So what kind of videos should I copy? Well, secret number 3, fake pranks. Secret number 5, scream a whole lot while playing video games. React videos. What you do is you take somebody else's video and you just film yourself watching.
Yeah, that cut very abruptly because there was a moment for pause, but I figured it wouldn't translate to a podcast. But yeah, react videos, all those. So I know you were doing this tongue-in-cheek, and you included in this list parody songs, which is a lot of your bread and butter, right?
It is, and it works, though. It's a good way to grow on YouTube. I think almost all of us at the table know that, right?
Yeah.
Almost
all of us.
Mikey, Rucka, Chad, you guys all have done parody stuff, not me.
I remember Mikey
I met Chad through our parodies.
Yeah.
Like, we met at a
VidCon, I think it was. Yeah.
And, yeah, we kept in touch ever since.
Yep.
Actually, I do parodies, but more of like satirical videos. Like Loose Change, the 9/11 conspiracy video.
Yep.
Dylan Avery is actually a friend of mine. He's been on the show.
Nice.
Yeah. But a long time ago, I blasted that documentary and and put it just shit all over it. And I even made my own parody of it called Loose. It was Loose Coins, I think, is what it was. Anyway, it was a parody of the Loose Change video, but about the Titanic sinking, which, believe it or not, there is an actual conspiracy now. I made this video. It's very clearly a joke.
Yeah.
And now in the comments, people are debating whether or not the Titanic actually sunk.
Of course they are.
I want to start making just bullshit conspiracy theories where I invented them, put them out in the wild, and see how long it'll take for them to propagate, and then see if I can convince people that it's bullshit because I made it up.
It probably won't be that difficult, actually.
Yeah, to
convince people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Anyway, you've worked with a ton of big YouTubers and celebrities and stuff. Are there any memorable ones? Is there anyone in particular that sticks out, or bad ones? People who are a pain in the ass to work with, which I know you probably don't want to talk shit.
You know, I haven't done a ton of collabs. I've most recently done stuff with Matthias and Team Edge, and those guys are super cool. I really respect all those guys. So. That's the only thing that's coming to mind right now that I've really collabed on recently.
Misha, the Pokemon Go.
That's right, Misha.
What is it? So what is Misha's videos?
I play Pokemon Go every day. I play Pokemon.
How do I not know this?
This is your fucking song.
I play Pokemon Go every day.
You don't fucking know that song?
No, for real.
It's like 100 billion views.
Yeah,
what?
It's a kid from the Czech Republic who has this very thick accent.
Yeah.
He got very famous by singing this song, Pokemon Go. It's an original song, and it's like a serious song, but it's just so funny. And then like his next big hit was Cyberbully Channels Are Cancer, where he called out Leafy, Keemstar, Rice Gum, and Pyrocynical.
Wow.
And was like a 9-year-old kid swearing, just calling people out on YouTube. It was hilarious.
Yeah, this
Good
little
for
kid
him.
wears a hat that says fuck on it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And everyone's like, oh, hell, he's in Soviet Russia. That's what they do out
His
there.
parents aren't supervising him.
Doesn't seem like it, no.
Well, we should talk about the debate from last week. Chad, last week we had the debate, and I want to hear what you think.
All right.
Are music festivals stupid pieces of shit that are a huge waste of time? That was the debate last week. What's your answer? What do you think?
I've actually never been to a music festival, so I'm not one to give much feedback on that.
Right on.
Yeah.
Smart man, Chad.
Thanks. Been to a lot of concerts, but no festivals.
You know what? So people were giving me a lot of shit because they think I have never been to a music festival. I've been to festivals where there was a bunch of bands that played and then a big one. You know, that's
a concert.
A concert. Oh, wow. A festival is just basically a concert where you can't leave before you have to wait longer to see the band you want to hear.
Yeah, I guess the festival to me is you like to stay overnight, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're referring to with festivals?
Yeah, I
mean,
guess.
I've been to like the Warped Tour. That doesn't count as a festival, right?
Yeah, that was a gray area.
Ish, yeah.
We weren't sure.
Okay, thanks.
Well, the audience voted with 61%. Yes, music festivals are stupid pieces of shit that are a huge waste of time. Haha, yeah, winner.
Yeah.
Me.
Trigger.
Maddox. You got triggered, Chad?
I got triggered by that. How could they say that?
Yeah. Well, then I asked, okay, we're debating whether or not a concert is even a festival. I say it's just a concert. I say a concert is a festival with just one headliner. I asked, are concerts basically just music festivals with one headliner? And with a 65% vote, no. People said no.
No.
The concerts weren't just music festivals. What? I'm wrong?
Oops. My butt slipped there. Sat on it.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was a very contentious. Look, I got a ton of voicemail this week, guys. And again, the voicemail number is on the website, madcastmedia.com. I got so much good voicemail this week. I brought in as many as I could, but here's the first one.
Hey, Maddox. You say, live music is bad. You don't like loud... shit. Fuck. Anyway, you don't like live music, but I'm looking at a picture right now of you at a Coheed and Cambria concert looking like you're having the time of your life.
Oh, shit.
Yep. You're a fucking liar and a fraud. Fuck you, Maddox. Go to hell. Fucking Nazi.
Yeah.
Exposed.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I may have gone to a concert or two. Maybe Coheed I went recently. All right? I was there with some babes.
In all fairness, he can't name one of their songs.
True. That is true. I am a huge poser. I'm not even a poser because I'm not even pretending I like them. They're whatever. And I stood out in the lobby most of the time eating pickles and popcorn.
Yeah.
Good night.
Things they had. And I was talking to my friend. Whitney Moore from Birdemic. We all went together. It was super fun. Yeah.
Name dropper and poser. That's great.
Because she's a friend of the show. She'll be on the show.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
That makes her a friend of the show.
She's a friend of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway.
We believe you.
Look, I was at this concert, okay? And I was standing out in the lobby most of the time. And just because I was there doesn't mean I was enjoying the music. I was enjoying it secondhand. Like you could feel it.
Yeah.
And I was eating the popcorn.
The Hollywood Palladium has the best fucking sound I think I've ever seen.
And pickles. Yeah.
And pickles. Yeah.
Check out the pickles at the
Yeah.
Whatever. Here's another caller. It's the Bad Hombre. He hasn't called in a while. But I'm not sure I'm going to like this call. Listen to this.
What's up, cabrones? It's your boy, Bad Hombre. Hey, Maddox. I seriously think you should have considered not discussing, anything related to music since you're a big Pantera fan. Everybody who listens to Pantera is a dumb piece of shit.
Okay.
They fucking suck. Rest in peace, Dimebag Darrell.
All right,
Anyway.
that's enough. No. How dare you criticize Pantera? Pantera is the best metal band of all time.
Yeah, name some of their songs.
Becoming, 5 Minutes Alone, Cowboys from Hell, Revolution.
All right, we got it.
Yeah, I got some Pantera.
Not a Pantera poser.
Up until probably about 2 years ago, I couldn't name a single Pantera song, even though they were my favorite metal band. I don't invest time in learning the names of things.
Well, you listened to them on cassette when you couldn't really know the names of the songs, right?
Yeah.
Chad, actually, that's true. I did start out listening on cassette. I do have their second to last album on tape.
See, I only know that because I'm the same way.
Yeah. That's how I started out. Yep. I like Chad.
Thanks, man.
Smart man. All right, here we go. All right, here's another call. This one's about festivals. Listen to this guy.
All right, so the festival debate was a piece of shit. You guys couldn't understand what was wrong, what was the difference between a concert and a festival. You go to a concert, you see a band, maybe an opener or two, that's fine. You go to a festival, you see 12 shitty bands that you don't want to see, and then one band that you kind of like, but festivals are pieces of shit. I agree with Maddox there.
Yeah.
Festivals suck. And it's just a waste of fucking time. It's hot. There's too many people. You're right. Parking sucks. But concerts, you go, you see a band you like, in an enclosed space most of the time with good acoustics, and it's great. Concerts are great. Festivals suck. Punch a Nazi. Fuck you, Rucka.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Concerts are fine. Festivals suck. I like that caller. Smart caller.
Well, with concerts, you get some shitty acoustics sometimes, but festivals, you're outside. There's just one type of acoustic, and that's the outside acoustic.
Well, so, Chad, before we started recording, you told me that you have a background in audio engineering. Is that right?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so at a music festival, when they're going from, one headliner to the next, one band to the next, isn't it going to be kind of sloppy and quick for them to set up? Aren't they going to not have the best acoustic setup?
Yeah, I would agree with that because at a concert, usually they spend like hours or a day beforehand getting the mix perfect.
For one band.
For one band, yeah.
And this is like lots of bands and with a bunch of smelly hippies who are throwing their bottles at you the entire time.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, I nailed it. All right, here's another caller. It's about my characterization of Burning Man as being a music festival. Listen to this.
Maddox. Burning Man is not a music festival, which you would have known if you spent more than 30 seconds researching. Fucking moron.
Okay, you know what? I did research, and guess why I included it on my list? Is because it came up on a list of music festivals. Yeah, Burning Man. How would you characterize Burning Man? A gathering of the dipshits? What is it? What is Burning Man?
I think an art festival or something.
Fart festival, more like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did they play? They have like drum circles and shit, right? That's music.
And they play music there. It's all everything's music and drums and bullshit. Skirt twirling. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got another call. So, this is Rucka. This one's for you. You're getting called out, dude. Called out pretty hard.
Oh god.
Because we found out Bob and Tom is doing a new bit on their show.
Okay.
That's very similar to a bit we do on ours. But listen to this.
Really, Rucka? You don't know who Bob and Tom is? You're from Detroit, and you never heard the Bob and Tom show over the, 20 years those old fucks have been on? They were on, like, every fucking morning station in Detroit when we were growing up, dude. Come on, man. Did you ever listen to radio, or did you just sit in your room jerking the fuck off?
Are those mutually exclusive?
You can't do both at the same time?
Yeah. He didn't even say which station. I was waiting for him to tell me.
Oh, I can't imagine that there were too many in Detroit.
Yeah, is Detroit a developing country? It
is now. It's like it's.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
You can buy a house for like $10,000.
The Drew and Mike, fucking Dave and Chuck the Freak. Are
they all one syllable names? Is
Mojo in the Morning. You know, these are names I know from radio. Is Bob and Tom, were they on like the country station or some shit? I don't fucking know who they are. Maybe when we were growing up. How old are you and how old am I? The caller. I don't fucking know when you grew up.
Bob and Tom are huge. I think they're still huge. They're the biggest morning zoo radio show. They're syndicated.
Well, that's like saying you've got the most popular vinyl pressing company in the world. Like it's antiquated.
Yeah,
that's like saying Jake Paul's the biggest YouTuber and everyone knows who he is, right?
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Oh,
Shots fired, Chad.
Which brings us to the topic of the debate.
No, not yet. We got a few more. We got a few more voicemails.
That would be a good segue.
That would have been a great segue. Yeah. But I'm gonna shit all over it because we got a couple more voicemails. Listen to this guy. This guy has a problem. Well, not him, but his brother has a problem with my problem with Guardians of the Galaxy. Listen to this.
Hey, Maddox. My favorite memory of the show is, there's countless memories, but every time you shit on Guardians of the Galaxy and I'm listening with my brother, he gets so upset. He's like, that's my favorite movie. Well, fuck Maddox. Fuck him. Fuck everything. I don't care about Maddox. And by the way, he's not even like he's heard about you, and like I try to introduce him, and I'm like, hey, Maddox is pretty cool. You should read his stuff and watch his YouTube videos. You might get a kick out of it. He's like, oh, okay, whatever, man. He's 10 years younger than me, so but every time you mention, he's like, fuck Maddox. It's the best thing ever. It's the best. He gets so spazzy. It's the best. Love the show. Keep doing what you're doing. Fucking Nazi.
Yeah, fucking Nazi too, my friend. So that guy his brother hates it when I shit on Guardians of the Galaxy. Get over it, bro. It's a mediocre superhero movie. Congratulations that it did so well. All right, good job, bravo. But you're fucking. I'm getting some glares from the other side of the table.
Did you not like Guardians of the Galaxy? You didn't like it?
No, I thought it was okay at best. And I know I'm in the minority. I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
No, you are a minority. I watched the first one because the second one was about to come out, and like I just daydreamed through it.
Yeah.
I just literally I have no attention span whatsoever. But then I watched the second one in theaters, so I was like forced to half pay attention, and I thought it was really funny. The second one.
The second one.
It was like self-aware. It was very self-aware.
Cool. I wish I'd seen the second one first. Because then I might enjoy the first one.
This might be one of those cases.
Yeah. Mikey.
It's good front or back, dude.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. It's not important enough to know.
Movies?
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, man. I got so much flack last episode because I kept screwing up the fart and the boner button, which a lot of times are interchangeable. But yeah, I know I'm in the minority. Everyone likes Guardians of the Galaxy. I shit all over it. Maybe I'm just a hater. Who knows? Here's another call. Mikey, this one's for you, believe it or not, because you mentioned that I think you said last episode the first concert you ever went to was Smash Mouth. Is that right? All right. Listen to this guy. He's got an experience with Smash Mouth. I think you're gonna like the story.
Okay, so I have to comment on the fact that Mikey said he once saw Smash Mouth when he was a little kid. So I'm actually a professional musician, and I tour around the country quite often. And 2 summers ago, I was in Fort Collins, Colorado, on a tour stop when that same day, there was this festival going on, and Smash Mouth was headlining it. So before our set goes on at like 9 o'clock, we decided to go check out this festival thing for a couple hours, and Smash Mouth is just getting on stage and starting to play. Some asshole throws bread at the lead singer of Smash Mouth. He fucking freaks out. He starts going, "Fuck you, motherfucker! Fuck you, son of a... I'll go down there and whoop your fucking ass!" This is all in front of, like, kids and stuff, you know? Whoa. "Motherfucker, I'll fucking kill you, you son of a bitch! Somebody wants to roll me, the world is gonna roll me." I'm not shitting you. They literally went into that fucking stupid early 2000s kids bot song after saying, "Fuck you, motherfucker, I'll whoop your ass," all sorts of shit. So I just thought you guys might think that was interesting.
My God.
You really need to go catch some fucking concerts, or you should go fuck yourself. Rocco, you're fucking awesome, man. I love you, dude.
Yeah.
And Maddox, man, I've been reading your stuff.
All right, yeah.
It just cuts
off. That last part.
What about me?
We're short on time. We don't have time. But I was waiting for the part where Smash Mouth was blowing some dude.
Wait. How predictable do you think these calls are, Rocco?
I don't know.
Here's one last one. It's about Nirvana, because I shit over Nirvana's Unplugged album.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Because I hated it. What? I thought it was their worst. I think, all right, humor me here, all right? Had Kurt Cobain not died by blowing his head off with a shotgun shortly after Unplugged, I don't think anyone would have given a shit about Unplugged, you know? It's kind of like how when the Beatles died.
Yeah, tell us more about that. Yeah, and then
everyone's like, "Oh, the White Album, the White Album."
Oh my God, the Beatles broke up, okay, in like the 70s or some shit, and then in 1980, John Lennon was murdered.
I'm pretty close. I'm in the neighborhood.
Pretty close.
Yeah, but like, dude, the Beatles were a fucking. Anyway, they were popular before they died, and they broke up. But like the question of what if Kurt Cobain never died is like such a big. There's so many variables there. Like, what would the world look like today?
Yeah,
and what would he be like today? And you're focused on would people like that one album?
Yeah, I don't think they would. I think it's a mediocre album. Not a big fan. But here's a caller who's calling me out. Listen to this guy.
Jeez, Maddox, how much of a fucking idiot can you sound like? Nirvana, Unplugged, was like the best thing they ever put out. I mean, the band sucked, except for that one single album. That album was the only thing they ever did that was any good. Rucka's right. It was acclaimed, and you're a fucking idiot.
No, you're a fucking idiot, and... That's right, douchebag of the week.
Acclaimed.
Yeah, acclaimed is garbage. That's what that album was. Anyway, guys, we should move on to the debate. Guys, coming up at the end of the show, I've got some quick news headlines as always, but with me is my first hand-on-staff moderator, Rucka Ali. Let's hear his buzzer. And Chad Wild Clay, let's hear yours.
Trigger.
There it is. And here's mine. If you hear any of these buzzers during the debate, that means somebody disagreed with somebody. But on to the debate. With more and more YouTube content becoming demonetized after Adpocalypse, and the avalanche of clickbait showing no sign of stopping, one constant source of content is drama, YouTube drama specifically, and much of it is fake or overblown. So the question is, will it eventually erode the trust of viewers? And is it worth it? Is drama ruining YouTube? That is the debate this week. Now's your chance to vote on the site, madcastmedia.com. But Chad, as our guest this week, I'm going to give you first stab. Do you think that drama is ruining YouTube?
I don't think so. I actually quite enjoy it.
Oh, you're a drama... Can I call you drama queen?
No. That would trigger me, it's weird because I've never been into drama. I've never followed any of the like celebrity gossip. I actually like kind of always despised it or just like never had any interest in it. But maybe it's just for me because YouTube is my career path or whatever.
Right.
I find it super interesting.
So this to you. So we should probably explain to people who aren't familiar with YouTube drama. It's become really big over the last, I would say, year and a half, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
The first big, I think, YouTube drama that happened on my horizon was between H3H3, Ethan Klein, and Leafy. And those two went at it, and it kind of had this big, big blowout for a couple of weeks. and both channels kind of hit each other for a little bit, and eventually it ended. But that's what put it on my radar first. Was there something bigger than that before, or was that the big one?
For me, I guess I first got sucked into it, if you will. I think it was when Nicole Arbor uploaded her Dear Fat People.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of drama between her and Matthew Santoro.
Matthew Santoro, that's right.
So I think that's when I started like realizing, oh, there's Drama Alert and all these drama shows. That's when I first heard about him. Keemstar.
Keemstar is one of the big drama guys.
Also in the news.
Welcome, everybody. Right, he does...
What is up, Drama Alert Nation?
Yeah.
I'm your host, Killer Keemstar.
Killer Keemstar.
How come the one person who does impressions the best at the table is not
Mikey, come on.
oddly quiet?
I have no idea who you guys are talking about.
Hey,
yo,
I know his name, but it's one of those things I'm not gonna look
Have you
him
done
up.
a YouTuber impressions video?
No.
Dude, that's how to get some drama your way, bro.
Yeah, Mike.
That's the way.
You'll kill it.
I'm building it all
Building
up.
up to it, yeah.
Nice.
Holy shit. So, Killer Keemstar. Yeah, Keemstar is one of the big drama channels. And then there's also Scarce.
Yes, who's gone missing.
Who's gone missing. He hasn't produced any content. For a couple of weeks.
At the time of this recording.
Right.
What up, you guys? It's Scarce here. Obviously very popular YouTuber with over 300,000 subscribers.
Oh, that's it? I thought he was bigger than that.
No, when he reports, everyone's
a very big, very popular YouTuber.
Yes, that's what he says to everybody.
Over 150,000 subscribers.
Are people hating on Scarce? Because I watched his content, and I just thought he just seemed like a nice guy who was just kind of covering this stuff he's a geek fan of all these people.
I feel that his reporting has been biased against me in the one time he reported on me. But
and what was that time? Do you recall?
I got my YouTube drama. I never watched anything on YouTube in my life. I seen like 5 YouTube videos up until this time last year when a guy who goes by the name of KSI reacted to one of my songs and acted super shocked, and I posted a video reacting to that. He then dissed me and I dissed him. And then Scarce, a guy some would say is known for kissing asses. Say what you will about Killer Keemstar, he starts shit with YouTubers, whereas Scarce likes to kiss the ass of the biggest YouTuber. So they say, oh, CNN is fake news. They're in bed with the president. No, fucking Scarce, fucking YouTube reporting is fucking. They've got a personal relationship with the other YouTubers. They want to see him at parties and shit.
Right.
So he goes, KSI is having beef with this guy Rucka. But the thing is, Rucka's written some racist songs before. This is one of his racist songs. And now, when like PewDiePie and JonTron and all these guys are coming under fire, Scarce is taking their side every time. He's like, oh guys, it's just a joke. These guys are joking. It's like, oh, now he wants to be Mr. Anti-SJW, anti-PC, fucking hero of the shitlords. But he's got no problem throwing me under the bus. And is it because I'm black?
That's
Why is
true.
everybody laughing?
That is a good question.
I'm not laughing.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
That's a very good question.
So the YouTube drama, Chad, you said you love it. What particularly, is there one particular beef that you like to follow, and why?
I guess love is too strong of a word. I shouldn't say that, but
you like it.
I enjoy it. I watch it. I watch it. I almost feel like I have to watch it because it's like I got to know what's going on. It was more applicable when I was still doing like YouTuber impressions or parodies, I guess, if you will, where I was making fun of other YouTubers. Now that I'm not really doing that anymore, the need to keep up with it is less for me, but I guess I'm still in the mode of keeping up with it. It's pretty entertaining to me.
Yeah, so you mentioned the Nicole Arbor and Matthew Santoro beef, the feud there. First of all, Nicole Arbor came on the radar of most people when she created that video. I think it was just called Dear Fat People, right?
Yep.
And a lot of people thought it was mean-spirited and kind of catty, where she came out and she said, essentially, lose weight, stop eating shit. I don't forget all her points.
Right.
I watched the video. I chuckled a few times, and I also get that some people said that it was mean-spirited. I get that some jokes probably. It's a really easy target. Fat people, you can't miss them. So
where's the drum roll button? There it is. You can't miss them. There it is.
So anyway, I saw that was when I first came, and I thought Nicole Arbor. I was like, all right, there, maybe she's got a little something. I've never seen anyone on YouTube, especially female, with that kind of. I don't know if edge is the right word, but tenacity, maybe.
Balls, maybe.
Yeah. What?
That's what she was going for, but like she's so not funny.
Yeah, you're not a fan, huh?
I used to not really think about her twice, but like seeing other people point out how cringe she is, I feel like the drama helped me see the worst in her.
Oh, you've been watching Leafy lately,
haven't you?
Rocka's a Leafy fan.
Pointing out the cringe, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I found out about you. It's because of your little scuffle
Leafy, huh?
with Leafy.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, tell us about this. What happened?
Well, there wasn't actually any scuffle at all. I just made a video making fun of him.
Right.
Well, it was more of a... I don't know. What I did for him was I was like, what is Leafy going to be like 20 years from now?
Right.
So I made him into a SJW social justice warrior. And I just thought that'd be super funny if he turned out to be one 20 years from now. So I pretty much tried to remake one of his videos with him, you know, just like talking about all these different genders, you know, and you got to respect all this stuff. So that's kind of where I went with that.
Oh, that's funny.
So it wasn't ripping on him really, although half of his fans, and this is for the case with all my videos, anytime I make fun of anybody, half of the fans thought I was completely serious and just
of course
threw their shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just so angry.
Of course, yeah. I feel like the fans are usually the worst. But before we move on from the Nicole Arbor thing, I do want to talk about her specific drama. So for people who don't know, you'll have to look up some of these names we're talking about on the show. I'll do my best to explain who they are. But Nicole Arbor, again, she did that fat guy video, or the, you know, hey, dear fat people video. And Matthew Santoro has a big YouTube channel where he does essentially lists of things, right?
Yep.
And I just met him. Full disclosure, I just met him the other day at it was a
Best Vines Ever
Best
Awards.
Vines. Yeah, I went to this Best
serious?
Vines.
That's a thing?
Yeah,
It's a real thing.
wow.
Yeah, so
Well, and I'll give full disclosure. I've met him and hung out with him quite a bit.
Oh, so you know Matthew?
And Nicole Arbor too. When they were dating, I hung out with both of them.
wow.
So
Okay, so that leads us to their drama. Their
so I
beef.
gotta be very careful.
Yeah. Do you still keep in touch with either one?
You know, I say hi to Matt when we see each other at different events.
Yeah.
We're friendly to each other. So
Matthew put out this I think it was like a 10-minute video. Got to watch that algorithm. No, just kidding.
10 minutes and 1 second.
Exactly. No, but all joking aside, he put out like a 10-minute video talking about how while he was dating Nicole Arbor, she was abusive towards him.
Right.
And, you know, kind of he was crying in this video. It was very difficult to watch.
Yep.
Made a lot of people uncomfortable. And, you know, a lot of people, she got a lot of backlash for it. And, he, you know, this went back and forth. And I kind of tuned out at that point because I'm like, I'm out. I can't watch this bullshit. But I'm like, I mean, I hope it didn't happen the way it did because it just sounds like a tragic, bad situation. I'm sorry that it happened at all if it did.
Yeah, I have no idea if it did or not.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I don't know, man. This is like too much personal shit. I'm out. What did you think, Rucka? You're kind of
I wasn't paying attention. I just love the way you pronounce Nicole Arbor.
How do I
Arbor.
Arbor.
like a French name or something.
So, sorry, I'm real fancy, guys.
You are a fancy one.
I'm a fancy boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Chad. So you think it's a good thing potentially? At least you like it, right?
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's taking away from anybody else.
All right.
You know,
wrong. All right, you're 100% wrong. Now I'll tell you why, Chad.
All right, let's hear it.
Because you know we talked about Rice Gum. There's a big YouTuber named Rice Gum.
Yes.
Okay, and then there's another one called Fousey.
Yes.
And his channel is FouseyTube, which. Man, I know it's a small circle of YouTubers, and I know I'm going to run into him eventually, but I think Fousey is douchey. I'm not a fan of his content.
Well, I heard he needs a place to stay if you got an extra spot on your couch.
Does he really?
Yeah, he announced
really?
he announced he's going homeless for a while.
What? Why?
He's going to crash on various YouTubers' couches for the next whoever, you know, and see
I don't know. Maybe
if
I met him, he would be okay. I don't know, man. Anyway, Fousey and Rice Gum, these two big YouTubers, staged some drama, and it got something like 16 million views. Essentially, they were meeting outside a parking garage in a hotel lobby or something like that.
It was the fakest thing ever.
Yeah, so fucking fake.
But so many people fell for it.
Of course,
it was crazy.
Of course. Well, I mean, when I watched it, I thought, okay, what am I seeing here? Is this real? I don't know. I guess I'll wait for a week for the prank to come out if it fucking is, because everything is like Sam Pepper's fucking videos. Sam Pepper, again, he's the guy who did all these pranks, and he got in a lot of trouble because he did this one that was essentially sexual assault.
Right.
He wore a hoodie. And inside the hoodie, he had a fake hand come out, right, and kind of like slap girls on the ass or grab their ass,
Pinch
right?
them, yeah.
Yeah, and then when they would turn around, his hands would be in his hoodie. He was like, not me. So people were like, dude, that's just sexual assault. His network dropped him. He got a lot of flack for that. He came out with a teary apology. And then he did another prank video and really pushed the envelope again.
Yep.
Which was to kidnap one of his friends.
Yep.
And act like it was a terrorist hostage.
Right.
Right? And the kid was crying to the point of almost puke. And people were like, I don't know, is this entertainment? Is this funny? Is it real? What am I watching here? Is it you just kidnapped your friend and tortured him, essentially? What's the difference between this and terrorism? And it's like, oh, no, but he was in on the joke. And people were like, I don't know, it doesn't look like he was. Okay,
so I feel like the debate's maybe taking a turn as far as like, is it okay to create drama or is it okay to report on the drama, I guess, or to view the drama?
Well, so my argument is, Chad, that much of it is fake. I think most of it is fake, and the people who benefit from this are the two people who are having the beef.
Sure, true.
Yeah.
Yes.
And because I believe anytime this happens, people check out both of their channels, and people check out both of these people, and it just builds up both of their profiles, and a lot of it is fake. It's people who are, they don't even give that much of a shit, but they know it's giving them a higher profile. So here's the problem with this, Chad.
Okay.
Eventually, this is going to erode the trust of the viewers.
Gotcha.
Right? So everything you watch on YouTube, you're going to be completely skeptical. You're going to say, well, you're kind of going to be like me. You're going to say, well, is this real? Should I watch it? Should I care? And what it's going to do is undermine the trust on the entire platform. Because you're going to think everyone on there is a con artist and a shill.
But does the platform have any trust currently?
Good point.
I mean, what do people need to believe when they're watching YouTube videos?
I don't know, man. I think the reason YouTube works is because you turn it on, you tune in, and you watch some kid in his room making a video. It's raw, it's unpolished, it's the kid talking to a fucking camera, and it's warts and all. You're gonna see everything, right? It is delivering the promise of reality television. And now we're going back to the bullshit, phony, made-up reality television that we have today by going into this route. And that's why I think that it's a problem. We're essentially we're turning YouTube into MTV, reality television, circa Real World. What's that? 2006.
And I think everyone is too obsessed with what other people are doing, and I don't think there's enough people doing their own thing. And I know when people say, "Do you?" Like, people aren't actually thinking about it. Like about themselves. They think it's a general cliche, hearing "do you" or like do stuff for you. You know what I mean? Everyone's so concerned about following,
right?
And I think if we teach and raise people to follow, one day if we keep that up, they're gonna outnumber the leaders.
Yeah,
we're gonna be a society of followers.
Nobody creates content anymore.
So what I'm saying is we need to breed leaders, and the only way to do that is push the type of channels that are successful and are good channels, like righteous channels, like good people are running them, and pray.
Yeah, man. There you go. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that I was thinking about it the other day, actually a long time ago, back in 2003, something like that, when my website was first starting to blow up, and that's when I kind of came on the map. I noticed all the players on the internet. By player, I mean people who produce content, and there were maybe a handful. It was me, this guy Tiger Mask. Actually, I think he was an aggregator too. Fark, and Fark is an aggregator too. Ebaum's World's an aggregator too. And I'm like, well, who's producing original content? All these people are linking to content. They're link farms, right? But who's producing the content? And it's just a handful of people on the internet. It's The Onion, now Clickhole, and a handful of others, and that's about it. What, Rucka?
We're debating YouTube drama.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're getting to that because we're coming back to Mikey's point.
So you're saying it's fake a lot of the time, therefore it's bad?
Yes.
Well, it's fucking entertaining, dude. If it's fake, that means no one was harmed. Do people need to literally start shit for it to be worth seeing?
No, but it's also bullshit. Just, I have a problem with people presenting drama under the guise of it being authentic. I hate being fooled. I hate being lied to. I hate being tricked. Right? Isn't that shitty?
Well, nobody knows anymore. Like, whenever anything happens, nobody knows.
So you think it's a good thing? It's entertaining. It's fine. You don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it. And maybe I'll attempt to make an argument. Maybe some of these kids who are watching this stuff, they need to figure out how to see what's bullshit and what's not bullshit, or how to figure that out.
Yeah.
So they're getting a little bit of exposure to it right now. And maybe it'll help them later in life.
So
I'm trying to make an argument here for it,
So the Nicole Arbor and Matthew Santoro thing, that was real. That was authentic. And I don't even know what the end result of that was, because eventually what happened is they both have successful YouTube channels. They're both doing their own thing, right? Nicole, she got some flack.
He never needed the boost.
No, he didn't need it.
Her fat people video is why we know who she is.
Yeah.
And that shit kept her going, maybe.
She did another one around the election time, which was like, fuck you to
women,
people. Yeah, something.
Yeah, that sounds like she was like, women who say you must vote Hillary, fuck you. That sounds like something she would say. I feel like I saw her say that, but I could just be predicting what she would say.
Right. So there was that, and then the other beef. There was another one, Tobuscus. That was a big one. I'm not even sure that this is drama. Yeah. I guess it is, because he dated a girl who, and full disclosure, I know Toby. I know Toby Turner. I know Tobuscus. And he's always been super nice to me, treated me well. But what happened is he dated some girl who came out and made allegations against him, like improper, drug use and sexual misconduct and that sort of thing. And it pretty much threw his entire channel and everything in a tailspin. Yeah. So there's all the drama is all over the board. There's stuff like between you and KSI Rucka, which was authentic. Then there's like the Fousey tube.
Authentic. Authentic.
Well, hilarious. I mean, that was genuinely entertaining.
It was two people that didn't give a shit. Fucking talking shit on the internet.
It was hilarious.
Apparently talking shit online is now the authentic version of something. All right.
Well, all right. You also had, Rucka also had a beef recently with the Blasphemous HD, which I keep saying Blasphemous HD because of
yeah, though that was originally him just trying to jump on the KSI thing, which a lot of channels did, and they do with drama. It's an economy, so if you're opposed to YouTube drama, you're opposed to people earning a livelihood, you're opposed to the economy at large.
I'm okay with that.
You never think about all the jobs you're killing if you get rid of YouTube drama.
Ooh, that's a really good argument for you, Chad. What do you think of that?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna run with that argument. You're killing too many jobs.
Killing jobs.
You're killing. Yeah, man.
I'm killing
America.
Yeah. Killing jobs.
This is literally all we have left.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Well, you know what? You know what is a really good job? It's producing bonus content for this episode. Yeah, guys. You guys, this episode is brought to you by our own bonus episode. Download Maddox vs. the Universe on our website, madcastmedia.com. It's also available on iTunes and Amazon. Your favorite player anywhere. Podcasts are downloaded.
Windows Media Player.
Windows Media Player.
Real Player.
VLC. Oh my gosh, Real Player. Remember that horse shit?
Yeah.
I paid for that.
Oh my gosh.
I downloaded because I got tired of the ads, and everyone's like, if you're tired of the ads, you should pay for it and support the company. Not even 3 months after I paid for it, there's no more Real Player. It's gone.
Yep. Real Player. I
Real
remember
Player.
that.
Remember that? Yeah.
Were you downloading everything on WinMX?
Oh yeah.
No,
and LimeWire.
No,
you were the Napster days, right?
You know what? I still use Winamp. That is what I'm playing most of the voicemail and stuff you're hearing on this podcast is through Winamp. And I know
it works. Wow.
Yeah, it's still barely. Because I went to, here's a little bullshit trivia which you don't need to know, but I went to college. My first year in my first programming class, I was in class with Justin Frankel, who is the developer of Winamp. And I looked around the class and looked at everyone's assignment and homework that they were working on, and Justin was working on some next level shit. Like, our professor would assign us the homework assignment, and before class was over, it would be done, and he was already working on a video game or something.
Nice. And
he was one of the few people, and I generally don't like this, but it was right when he did it. He would raise his hand constantly correcting the professor. Oh. And it was like, it wasn't trivial stuff. The professor was just, he didn't know his shit, and he was constantly correcting the professors, like, actually, this is the correct way to do it. That's not true, blah, blah, blah. And I was taking notes from the things that he was saying. And then, of course, he shouldn't have ever been in that bullshit ass introductory programming class. He should have been tested out of it. Right. And there were so many instances of that in my university. So of course he dropped out and then went off to make like $40 million selling Winamp to AOL. Anyway, a little bit of history. Rucka, do you have a wrap up for us?
Oh yeah. YouTube's getting all consuming now that I've learned how to subscribe and refresh the fucking feed, and it's like at this point now it's like you don't turn the TV on anymore. You see these people get on YouTube and you feel like you know them, but you don't.
Yeah.
And then you start to pay attention. It's like, when's the last time I spoke to a person? When's the last time I felt the flesh of another living creature.
You have so much ennui when you watch YouTube, Druck.
Yeah.
It's a Rucker Rapper.
Yeah. But I always have a follow-up. Fucking beef is the new form of collaboration. You know what I'm saying?
It can be.
Like, just talking shit about another YouTuber and them talking shit back is the new form. Like, you don't even have to fucking get on a song or do some shit. You just talk shit.
Was your KSI beef, like, did you see that it was beneficial to your channel in any way?
I mean, I've always operated under the any attention is good attention, clearly. But yeah, but when it happened, it was exciting. Like, I see some guy with 15 million subs. I'm like, what is this guy? I've never heard of this shit. Who is this guy?
KSI is huge. For those of you who don't know, he's a British gamer. And he became big on YouTube as the platform, and then I think he did some Twitch stuff as well. He and PewDiePie kind of had a beef too for a while, I think, which I didn't quite follow that very closely, but you know, it was funny seeing them take pot shots at each other every now and then. But it seemed like it was kind of like, you know, playful and tongue-in-cheek, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I can't really figure out who really gives a shit about anything on YouTube. You got to have thick skin, weirdly enough. Weirdly fucking enough, you got to have thick skin to get on the internet and talk shit about somebody.
Tell me about it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, guys, I got some headlines from around the web. Here's one from U.S. News. I don't know if you guys heard this, but Michigan City rejected pennies for a man's $270 fine. So you've heard of these stories where someone has a fine that they have to pay to the city, and they're like, oh, fuck you, I'm going to pay it in pennies. And they walk in with a wheelbarrow, and they just dump it on the counter or something like that. Well, Michigan said, fuck you to this guy. A man who owes $270 for trash in his yard wants to pay with lots of pennies, but a Michigan City isn't taking the change. Brian McGonigal had tried to pay off his debt by making a series of $27 payments with 2,700 pennies. The Jackson City treasurer, however, has rejected the coins, telling him to put them in rolls. Where's Nicole Arbor when you need They said it's not practical, Randy Rosick said Tuesday. This guy would come in every time at 5 minutes to closing with a big sack of full change, and we're not authorized for overtime down here. What's that bullshit excuse? We're not authorized for overtime. McGonigal said that the unusual form of payment is his way of protesting the fine. He told the Jackson City Patriot that he was penalized for having trash in his yard. Huh, surprise, surprise, this guy.
I'm on that guy's side.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah, inconvenience the city.
Yeah.
You don't,
Money, pennies, that's legal tender. They got to accept that, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the law?
You know what pisses me off, though?
What's that?
Is when I get a 50-cent piece, I get so fucking mad. When someone gives me a 50-cent piece, I just want to huck it at their forehead. Like, what the fuck do I do with this?
When's the last time you got a 50-cent piece?
Oh, every now and then, some smart aleck at the post office. Yeah. And it's always the fucking post office. Oh, this is currency too. It's like, no, it fucking isn't. Give me real money.
It's like, you people are the only one with these.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Where can I spend it? Oh, conveniently the stamp machine that you have in the fucking post office. So you guys are creating your own fucking currency. This is illegal. This isn't legal tender. What the fuck you can't put it in parking meters.
True.
You put that on a train track, you'll derail the whole fucking train. These things have so much metal in them. An appeals court says chimpanzees don't have rights of people. You guys hear about this?
Nice segue.
Thanks. This is from Time.com. 2 chimpanzees that were caged in a trailer. First of all, do you agree with this suit, Chad? Do you think that chimpanzees should have the rights of people? Because there's a right answer here.
I mean, I guess I'd say no.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them driving cars and stuff like that.
Yeah. You don't want chimpanzees flying planes, driving cars.
Yeah.
Careful, Maddox. You don't want to be on the wrong side of history with this one.
Well, it says 2 chimpanzees that were caged at a trailer lot and at a primate sanctuary don't have the legal rights of people in New York, an appeals court said Thursday. Non-human rights project attorney Stephen Wise, more like Stephen Not So Wise, am I right? Had argued that the appeals court in March that the adult male chimps Tommy and Kiko should be granted writ of habeas corpus, which for people relates to whether someone is being unlawfully detained or imprisoned and should be taken to see a judge. So he was arguing that these chimps were unlawfully being imprisoned, being detained.
Okay.
And he was trying to get them their day in court. In front of a judge.
Oh my God.
Says here, chimpanzees, which can walk upright and use sticks and stones as tools to help gather food, are considered to be the closest living relatives of humans. Some have been taught to speak simple sign language, with humans, but the state Supreme Court Appellate Division, in a ruling that affirmed a lower court's decision, said that there was no legal precedent for chimpanzees being considered people, and that their cognitive capabilities didn't mean that they could be legally held accountable for their actions.
Look, we don't even know what to do with homeless people, so let's just keep the chimps in the zoos for now until we figure out what to do with all the humans.
Yeah, right. Good point, Mikey.
Right,
this guy wanted, like, to walk a bunch of chimps into a courtroom and for everyone like with a straight face to like ask them how they plead or some shit. Like, dude, like what the fuck is the world? Like, we're sitting here talking about fucking YouTube beef. Everyone here does YouTube.
It's like our chimps people.
Our chimps. We're hearing about these court case. Fucking somebody's suing on behalf of the apes.
Everything. Everything and everyone is stupid and dumb these days, right? Everything and everyone. Dude, everything's fucked and stupid.
I hate that the future has arrived. Like, I don't like that.
This is it.
Can we go back?
It's only going to get worse, dude.
Oh, my God, dude.
Right? Trump is president. Fidget spinners are everywhere, which I like, by the way.
You like Trump? I kind of thought your whole anti-Trump thing seems like a YouTube impression you've been working on.
That's my beef, actually. I've been told. Actually, someone sent me this thing recently on Twitter, this last week. Yeah. It was supposedly a leaked document of Twitter accounts that the White House is keeping tabs on. And they randomized it, but I'm on the list. I'm number 3 on this list. What? Someone sent it to me. They're like, that's not you, is it? And I was like, yeah, probably not. And then I searched Twitter for Maddox, right? And I'm like the biggest Maddox account on Twitter. I'm like, oh shit, maybe it is me. Huh. And there's other people on there like Roseanne Barr and Rosie O'Donnell, all the Rosies.
I thought Roseanne voted for Trump.
Roseanne?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, Roseanne was running for president.
No, that was last time.
She did this time, too. See, you would know that if you voted, Rucka.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Wait, so what list was this shit?
It's like a watch list, the presidential watch list. And it comes from a real reliable source, anonymous. Anyway. So, Chad, before we go, is there anything you want to plug?
ChadWallClay.com. Actually, I don't even own that anymore. Never mind.
Phony.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking websites are antiquated. I mean, don't tell Maddox, but nobody. You got social media. That's all you need.
Yeah. Okay,
I just do YouTube. That's about it.
We'll link to your YouTube. We'll link to your everything.
Oh, thanks.
Chad, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's been fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you to Mikey Bolts, the audio engineer.
Thank you, Maddox.
Thank you to Rucka Ali.
Yeah.
First hand on staff moderator, but most of all, you're welcome.
I'm calling to call out that caller who fucking suggested that Steven Seagal was a fucking badass. Steven Seagal. Can't even say his fucking name right. That's how much of a dipshit that guy is. Fuck Steven Seagal. The thing that he does is he promotes fake martial arts, and he's a fucking fake. He's a fat ass. His ponytail's stupid. His face is stupid. And that caller's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh man, that guy really hated Steven Seagal.
Yeah. You guys get some good callers.
Yeah, that's a good caller. Here's another one. Actually, it's the same guy. Follow up. Listen to this.
This is part 2 of calling out Steven Seagal yet again. Fuck that guy. Do you know that guy? Like, Steven Seagal donated like so much money to the Dalai Lama, like the most delusional person in the world, the Dalai fucking Lama. He donated so much of his shitty fucking money to him that they made him a fucking deity. Like, who the fuck would pray to Steven Seagal? Fuck that shit. Fuck, what the fuck? He's a Buddha deity? Whatever, fuck. That's like the least badass thing in the entire world. Fuck Steven Seagal. Fuck his sunglasses. Fuck his driving. I don't hope he dies, because that's terrible. But fuck him.
I like that guy.
He has a conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hates him, but he has a conscience. And then we got one from Weird Matthew McConaughey. So last episode, we had our lovely guest, Caitlin Hall, on, and she talked about how she saw Angeline. You know, as someone who lives in Los Angeles, you know who Angeline is. And she said she also saw a DeLorean on the same freeway.
Nice.
Here's Weird Matthew commenting on that.
When you saw the DeLorean, was Angeline chasing it, trying to get back to her glory days?
Oh, shit. Shots fired.
Shit.
Weird Matthew. And then here's one last one. Rucka, this is for you, because you talked about going to that Disturbed concert last time. He went to a very specific Disturbed concert in 2003 in Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. Well, we got a caller who was also there at that concert.
Shit.
Yeah,
what
listen
are
to
the
this.
chances?
Yeah, listen to this.
Holy shit, Rucka. I think it's so crazy that you mentioned Ozfest 2003. You're talking about the one that was held at DTE Energy Music Theater in Detroit, in Clarkson, Michigan, right? Because I was at the same one, and I remember that Disturbed set. I also had VIP tickets to it, and I remember going backstage, and I walked in, and there was David Draymond, the lead singer of Disturbed, getting his dick sucked by none other than Rucka Rucka Ali.
That was good.
Why would I make that up?
Wow, our own Rucka Rucka. Holy
Wow.
shit.
I actually did meet him after the festival, but it wasn't backstage. Everyone was hanging out by the buses. So if that was a true story, he wouldn't have said backstage.
Ah, risque.
He just got the location wrong.
He just got, everything else is correct.
Hey there. Don't forget to subscribe to Madcast shows on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Okay, bye.
Madcast Media Network.